Hey everyone, it's Jen Vax and Happy New Year. I don't always jump into this group live. I really genuinely plan on doing more of this so I can connect with you a little bit more. So I thought that today's live will just be to address something that I saw kind of swirling in the group that I hope will be helpful for you. So this group, just in case you're new to your color style and to this Facebook group, this group is all about learning what your color type is within your color style. I know that seasons and seasonal color analysis is definitely a dominant thing outside of your color style, and you may even been typed as a season, and those are all totally okay. But when you come into the group, we are learning what your color type is within your color style. They're not always a one-to-one connection between a season. Okay, so if we start to talk about the seasons and what season and posting color palettes about seasons, that's not what this group is about. Okay, this is about your color style. And I just wanted to point that out because it's really easy to lose sight of that. And, sometimes the posts are removed if we're posting images of other systems and other color palettes that are not your color style. They're going to be removed. This is about your color style. Okay, so just want to put that out there really quickly, but that's not what this live is about. This is about contrast. So I've noticed if we go down, someone posts something that interests them about learning their color type, and then we kind of go down a rabbit hole. And I noticed that there was a post, and I don't remember when, a week or so ago now maybe, that was all about contrast. Or there were questions about their contrast in relation to their color type and they were confused. So contrast does not necessarily dictate your color type. Okay, I know that, we assume that, but you can be almost any color type and be and what am I trying to say? Color contrast doesn't dictate it. So this is what I mean. Okay, so let's say for someone who's light hair, skin, and eyes, your contrast is going to be low. But if your contrast is low, it doesn't mean, well, then I must be a light color type. No, that's not what it means. It just simply means you have low contrast. Bright, warm, and light, bright, cool, and light, any of the light color types, you will have a low contrast. Okay? But it doesn't mean that if you have low contrast, you are not one of those light types. Someone who is deep can be anywhere from a high contrast to a medium contrast to even a low contrast. Okay? So you can't say, oh, I'm low contrast, so I can't be a deep color type. That's not how it works. What you want to know is once you've got your color type, you want to understand what level of contrast do you need in order to look in harmony. So someone who is low contrast patterns, low contrast to low to medium contrast in the colors that you wear against your skin and hair. If you are someone that is deep, then you look at your contrast. If you are someone that's got dark skin, hair, and eyes, it might be that you need to wear high contrast with lighter colors in order to bring that contrast back to you. Okay? Or if you are very fair, it might be you wear very dark or very bright in order to bring that higher contrast back to your skin and hair. Okay, so it's really about how to wear those colors after you know your color type, because you can be a low contrast and be deep. You can be low contrast and you can be medium or light. All right. Someone who is very high contrast will likely be in the deep category, because the way that you created the contrast was that you had probably very dark hair and lighter skin. So if you have that dark hair, you fall into the deep category, and then you're in the deep color types. That would be the reason why you have a high contrast. So in that case, maybe that helps you determine it. But when you were in the mediums, you could be medium to low contrast, and it doesn't really tell you enough. You need to really look at the other things. So I highly recommend that if you haven't yet, to go through the quiz. It's going to walk you through the 3 steps a little bit differently than we've done in the past. You're going to want to look at your overall depth first, whether you're light or if you're deep. Those should be obvious. If you're light, you have light eye, skin, and hair. You don't have medium anything. Not really. You might have a little bit of a light brown. That's okay. That would be light also. And if you have very dark eyes or skin or hair, you're going to be the deep category. And then if you're somewhere in the middle, just choose medium. You can't go wrong by just choosing the middle spot. Okay, you can tweak it later. So if you're stuck on light, medium, or deep, those are my tips for you. You're either light or you're deep, and if you're not one of those, choose medium. Okay, and then you're going to go into your undertones. I know a lot of people get stuck here. That's understandable. I do have the recording of the webinar that I had done, the 30 minutes to figuring out your color type. So if you're someone that's feeling like you're right there in the middle and you're not exactly sure, it's a $7 course, and you watch it for about 30 to 45 minutes, and it can really help you narrow it down very quickly if you're kind of there on the fence, not too sure. Okay. I just want to let you know that there are resources out there that can help you, not just the quiz in this group, if it's getting to be too much. Okay. And then the last thing would be to determine your whether you're bright or soft. And it used to be that was the first thing, but I found that a lot of people got stuck just right there at the chroma, and I couldn't get a little further in. So the biggest thing to understand about bright and soft is this. When I use the word bright, what I really mean to say is clear chroma. That doesn't necessarily mean that you specifically are bright. It doesn't mean that, oh, I've got all this brightness about me, so I must be bright. Not necessarily, okay? What it means is that you wear clearer chromas best, meaning that colors that have gray tones to it or earthy tones to it that are kind of muddy and they just don't flatter you, those would be the soft colors, and you might need the more clear chroma colors, the brighter colors. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can wear the brightest color. It might feel like it overpowers you. And that's okay. Like, I don't always wear super bright colors, but I also know that I can. It's a personality thing as well. But I don't wear grade colors or a lot of the darker, muddier colors, because it doesn't do me any good. I need more of that lighter, brighter colors for me personally. Some people look amazing in those softer colors, and the bright, clear chromas just look painted. They look off somehow. Okay. So you don't need, I always want to say that because the words soft and bright can be confusing, because someone who feels that they can't wear muted colors but the brightest colors are too strong, just keep in mind that when you add white to a bright color or black to a bright color, you soften it. And even so, that's why those words soft can be confusing sometimes, because a lighter color palette like bright warm and light or bright cool and light can actually be a bit of a softer color palette, even though it's in the clear chroma category. If I could backtrack now, I can't. It's been years. I might have maybe changed the word soft to muted, so we'd have bright and muted or clear and muted as the two categories of color types. But we're in it now, so we're gonna own it. But I do want you to understand that when the soft categories, it's more about muted colors and grade, not necessarily clear chroma. All colors are a little bit dingy in a way. Okay, and where the bright is not about bright as it is about clear chroma, clear colors. All right, so I hope that helps a little bit if you're kind of like struggling with those words and you can't wear certain things. So that's what I have for today for you. If you like me popping in live and answering questions, then please put your comments in the video on this video, like in the comments below this video, and I can review those and come back and do some Q&A with you. I'm not going to be doing color type analysis. A lot of you get really excited about that, but there are my certified coaches that can help you out on the site. And of course, this group is super helpful as well. And then there's courses that you could try to do it yourself. So I just want to make sure you guys know, don't be posting your photos into the comments, but you can ask questions for sure. And I'll see what I can do to help you so that I can help the whole group learn their color type. Okay. All right, ladies, thanks for listening and watching. And wait, I have one more thing. Don't hang up. The weekly color challenges. I'm trying something new. I think you'll like it. I will post it later today. I put together an outfit that uses this week's color palette just to sort of be an inspiration. And so I'm going to record a video with it so that you can just kind of see how you might apply that to you. You know, depending on what your color type is, your body shape or personal style, whatever. So I'm going to try it. And if I can keep up the pace, if I can figure out how to do that, I'll try to do that more than once a month with these weekly color challenges, just to give you some inspiration and something different, some different kind of content. Okay. So, all right, now that's really it. Thanks for watching. And I will see you ladies online. Bye for now.